Hi guys, this is a Starseed Mentality, back at you again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be doing a bit of a redo of a series that I did on my YouTube platform already. Okay, it was called Let's Talk About the Connection Between Lucifer and Venus. And I think that the last time I did this video, I was kind of putting too much in it, and I wasn't really trying to say what I really wanted to say. So I finally got my words together 2 months later, because that happens. And so I'm pretty much going to be deleting these last two videos because it was just a little bit much. Okay, and pretty much simplifying what I was saying in these last two videos. These videos will be gone. Okay, we're gonna only have the part 1. Okay, and this will be the redo of part 2 and 3. Okay, and so before I get started, please like, share, and subscribe to my content to stay updated on what I post. And let's get to it. And so without taking too much longer to explain this photo, what I tell people all the time about planet Venus when I do my astrological breakdown, okay, there are 2 horoscope signs that is ruled over Venus energy, and that's Libra and Taurus. Okay, and I tell people that without Venus, humanity wouldn't have sex, love, okay, the 5 senses, everything that they get from the Matrix. Without Venus, we wouldn't have that interconnection, okay? And so sometimes, okay, when Venus can be associated with Luciferian energy or demonic energy, a low vibrational energy, when that Venus energy is overstimulated, or you're trapped here in this 3rd dimension. You're trapped to your senses, your sexual desires. You're trapped to love, okay? But it's like addiction type of thing, obsession, right? You know, it's also when you get obsessed with food, okay? You get obsessed with vanity, looking beautiful, okay? So this is the things that Venus rules over, especially when the energy is overstimulated. Venus also connects to the sacral chakra, okay, which again deals with the mantra I feel. Okay, and so it deals with your senses. Okay, and so Venus is often tied to Luciferian energy, because when Venus energy is overstimulated, you get trapped in wanting to feel everything that you want to experience in this 3D realm, such as sex, food, love, lust, okay, celebrity, vanity, beauty. You know, when we get too caught up in that, we forget that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, so without Venus, we wouldn't even have our human experience. And if you know anybody in the spiritual community, they would say love is the only thing in this 3D realm that is real. Okay, everything else is a holograph, okay, or we're being programmed, okay, but the only thing that is real is love. Okay, and so love and humanity is, you know, connected, of course, right? But you also have to not be a slave to your wants, desires, okay? That aspect of Venus is often associated with Libra energy, where it deals with partnership, romance, you know, beauty, being, you know, kind of drawn in with the aesthetic of things, the beauty of things. But another thing that Venus rules over is the Taurus energy, which deals with money, Okay, so another thing that deals with Luciferian energy and why it's connected to Venus, outside of the fact that I think this is Isis or Hathor's dark femme aspect, okay, the Luciferian energy. Okay, outside of those things, I think that's just the darker aspects of the goddess. I also think that we know with the connections with Hollywood and TV how Lucifer is also tied to money, obsession with money, okay? Being a fiend to it. You know what I'm saying? A slave to it, okay? When money is, a fictional thing which the mind gives power to because the economy runs off of it, but really money is paper. Okay, and so the Venus energy is kind of tied to this, darker aspect of darker energy. Once again, when too much of anything can be negative, too much of anything can be bad. Okay, and my aunt always teaches us that there must be balance. Okay, so with you being in this realm, enjoying the lower, more denser aspects of your human experience, once again, you do have to climb the ladder, which is what we talk about, the Kundalini energy. You got to get out of I feel, right? Buddha always teaches that you can't be attached to nothing in this realm. So when you're attached to things like food, sex, money, vanity, beauty, people become a slave to wanting to stay young. You know what I'm saying? People become a slave to wanting to be rich. That's all that Hollywood energy that's tied with the darker aspect of this feminine energy. We also got to think about, again, how feminine energy is tied to chaos. So it's not that, especially when we talk about the goddess Tiamat, okay? So it's not that feminine energy is negative or it's dark or it's bad or it needs to be controlled. It just naturally needs direction and order. Too much of anything is negative, okay? Too much of anything can overstimulate the goddess, okay, which can cause chaos and destruction. Okay, so now we have a society where we are in our lower selves. We have become addicted to our primordial or primal energies, wanting to survive on how we feel, what we feel, sex, love, things of that nature, food, beauty. We've become a slave to these things, okay? But what about practicing the art of detachment, which is I want these things, I enjoy these things, but I do not need I do not need money to be successful. I don't need youth. I don't need these things. I want these things. And so you got to get out of detachment. Okay, when anybody says that when you cross over and you're attached to this world too much, you stay here. Okay, so there's an ascension process that you must go through, especially in your human experience. You have to rise out of wanting these things. Like I say all the time, like I'm a foodie. Like food is my thing. But if you're gonna shift into these other dimensions of light and frequencies of light, you realize that you don't need food. You want food because you're addicted to the taste buds that it gives you, okay? It's all alchemical, okay? So you don't need it, you want it. Really, you can survive just on particles of light, okay? And so I am running out of time here. I hope that does make sense. Okay, when the divine feminine energy is overstimulated, it becomes chaotic. It becomes dark and Luciferian and low vibrational. Okay, practice ma'at, balance. I love this 3D realm, but I also understand that I am a spiritual being and I have to feed my light body. Okay, and so with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe to the video to stay updated on my content, family. I love y'all. Bata. Peace.